Thank you. Please have a seat. I'd feel a lot more comfortable this way. Professor Dr. Surakyat Sathirathai, Chairman of the University Council, Professor Dr. Willard Puriwan, President of Chulalongkuru University, distinguished faculty, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, as well as all the young students who are here. Jitin and I are truly honored to be here with you today to receive an honorary doctorate from Chulalongkuru University, Thailand's first and most prestigious institution of higher learning. This is something we hold with the deepest appreciation. Thank you. Let me tell you a story. When I was a young student, first in America and then in England, I was, like many students, far from home, often homesick. And when you are Bhutanese homesick, this has a particular flavor. You see, there were no Bhutanese restaurants, none. Not in Boston, not in London, not anywhere. So no ematatsi, no kyawatatsi, no proper rice with spicy curry. I would wander the streets hungry for home and not find anything. And then I discovered Thai food. The spice, the rice, the warmth. It was not Bhutanese, but it was close. It was my comfort food. Every Thai restaurant I walked into felt like a small piece of home. I cannot tell you how many green curries saved me during those years. Thailand fed me, quite literally, when I was far from everything I knew. So my connection to Thailand began as many great relationships often do, with food. But food was the only beginning. During my student days, we were each asked to give a short presentation about our country. When my Thai classmate stood up, she gave a presentation that stayed with me for over 2 decades. She spoke of Thailand as a Buddhist country, not only in name, but in daily practice. She described the temples across the country, the monks walking barefoot at dawn, the young men who willingly set aside time to ordain and learn the Dharma, and the women who became nuns. She spoke of how the Buddha's teachings shaped the Thai character, making Thais sincere, humble, generous, and compassionate. I was nodding along, thinking, yes, this is beautiful. This is what I felt in Thailand. And then she said, but our national sport is Muay Thai, kickboxing. The room went quiet. She smiled and asked, what does this mean? Then she answered her own question. It means that we are compassionate, but we are not weak. We are peaceful, but we are not passive. If Thailand is threatened, we will fight. We will come together, brave, selfless, and determined to protect our nation and our way of life. I've never forgotten those words, that beautiful paradox. Buddhist compassion and warrior spirit defines Thailand. And it is a combination that will serve this nation well for centuries to come. I wish to speak now about His Majesty the King Rama X and Her Majesty the Queen. His Majesty carries a weight that few can understand. To follow one of the most beloved monarchies in the world, while charting his own path of service. This is not easy. It requires strength, wisdom, and a deep commitment to the welfare of one's people. I believe His Majesty has shown all of these. I have watched His Majesty closely, the dignity with which he serves, his dedication to education, healthcare and development, his tireless work to improve the lives of ordinary Thais. He continues the Chakri legacy with grace, with purpose, and with a quiet determination that I deeply admire. I might be breaching protocol, but I can't help myself but also share some intimate moments that I've had the pleasure of experiencing with their Majesties. I have a great deal of admiration for His Majesty Rama X, his indomitable strength. And it's only through conversation between us that it dawned upon me his love and devotion for his country and people. And then, of course, Her Majesty the Queen. Now, here again, I'm reminded of a conversation between father and son. I was a young man, and I recall my father telling me, you must always serve your country. And then to that I reported to His Majesty, my father. I said, Apla, I shall serve you. He said, no, you mustn't serve me. You must serve your country and your people. So to that I said, Apla, you carry the weight of a nation. You serve our country. You serve our people. So as of now, I stand beside you, and I would like to serve my people and my country through you. I'm a young man, there's not much I can do or think of, but I will stand right next to you and serve you with loyalty. So I see that in Her Majesty the Queen of Thailand, standing firmly beside His Majesty, serving him, and through him, her nation and her people. So again, my wife and I, we have the utmost respect for their Majesties. And what an extraordinary responsibility and the indomitable strength that they showed. It's very humbling. Well, moving on. Earlier this year, their Majesties made their first state visit abroad since His Majesty ascended the throne. Of all the nations in the world, large and small, near and far, His Majesty chose Bhutan. I cannot overstate what this meant to us. When we received word, Jitin and I looked at each other and felt an overwhelming sense of honor. When their Majesties arrived, The joy that spread across Bhutan was unlike anything. From Paro to Thimphu, from the mountains to the valleys, every Bhutanese knew this was history. This was a statement of friendship that transcended words. So, Your Majesty, if these words should ever reach you, thank you. Thank you for choosing Bhutan. Thank you for the honor you have bestowed upon our nation. And thank you for continuing to inspire me with your example of service. When I became king, I was fortunate to have two extraordinary men to guide me. First is His Majesty, my father. He is the greatest teacher I have known, a man who taught me that a king's only purpose is to serve his people. He showed me this not through words alone, but through action. He walked to the remotest villages when there were no roads. He sat with farmers and listened. He dreamed of a nation where happiness mattered more than wealth. And then he built it. And when he believed Bhutan was ready, he did something almost unheard of. He voluntarily handed power to a democratic constitution, not because he was forced to, but because he loved his people enough to trust them with their own future. That single act taught me more about leadership than any book could ever do. The second is His Majesty Rama IX. I did not merely meet His Majesty, the King Rama IX. I had the privilege of observing him, his work, his manner, his dedication. He was called the Development King, and that title was earned. He walked rice paddies. He visited remote villages. He spoke to farmers and fishermen, not as a distant monarch, but as someone who genuinely wanted to understand their problems and solve them. His royal development projects changed millions of lives. His sufficiency economy philosophy offered the world a model for sustainable development. The United Nations recognized him for it. But what I remember most is simpler. The humility with which he carried himself, despite being one of the most revered monarchs on earth. Rama IX reigned for 70 years. 70 years of service. 70 years of putting his people first. I learned more from watching him than I can put into words. His influence on my own reign is profound, and I remain eternally grateful. To have had my father and Rama IX as my teachers, this is a blessing I carry with me every single day. Now in 2006, I visited Thailand for the Rama IX's 60th anniversary on the throne. I was Crown Prince then, young, a little nervous, representing my country on a grand stage for the first time. The Thai people saw me, and they did something extraordinary that touched me deeply. They did not call me the Crown Prince of Bhutan or the representative from Bhutan. They called me Prince Jigmeel. My name, as if I were family. Since that day, the Thai people have shown me and Bhutan nothing but kindness warmth, and support, year after year, without fail. I've never had the right moment to say what I've always wanted to say. Today, I have that moment. So let me say it. Thank you, Thailand. Thank you for your kindness. It has not gone unnoticed, not for a single day. I do not know what I have done to deserve it, but I'm grateful beyond words. And I want you to know I intend to spend the rest of my life reciprocating. Whatever I can do for Thailand within my capacity, I will do. Your friendship has meant the world to me, and I hope mine can mean something to you. Before I close, let me say something about Thailand's future, not as flattery, but as honest observation. Thailand and Bhutan share a rare bond. We are among the few nations never colonized. While empires conquered and divided, Thailand remained free through the wisdom of King Mongkut, the brilliance of King Chulalongkuru, and successive great leaders, and most importantly, the resilience of the Thai people. The spirit of independence runs deep here. Thailand sits at the heart of Southeast Asia, a natural crossroad of trade and culture. It is blessed with diversity, mountains and beaches, cities and villages, industry and agriculture. Its people are educated, adaptable, and bound together by sacred faith and a beloved monarchy. But what I admire most is Thailand's sensibility, the wisdom to know when to bend and when to stand firm. This pragmatism, this instinct for balance has kept Thailand stable while others have stumbled. It will carry Thailand far into the future. Now, Jitin and I, we leave this ceremony with full hearts. This honor from Chulalongkuru University, from the pillar of the kingdom, is something that we will always cherish. May the friendship between Thailand and Bhutan grow stronger with each passing year. May our royal families remain close, and may our peoples, united by faith, by values, and by genuine affection, continue to walk together on the path of happiness. Again, I'm so privileged to be here. I would like to thank the university for this invaluable honor. But the reason why this moment has been very special for us is because my wife, more than anyone, knows that I've never been given the right platform, the right opportunity to express my gratitude towards their majesties and the people of Thailand. So again, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support that you've shown. And we will work very hard to reciprocate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Karim Chel.